We've got a piece of cherry here. I put it on a faceplate and leaving the bark on the bottom of it. I've already got it shaped out. We are going to do an epoxy pour with using some Caribbean blue and some pure white. I'm going to try to give it like an ocean theme. I don't normally do pours on videos, so I'll do an epoxy turning, but just not a pour. I'm going to put this adhesive, this mold spray in here. Funny thing is the directions don't tell you how long to wait before you put the mold in, or the epoxy in. So it's called Apel BK30 mold release lubricant. You all might have a better way of doing it, but hey, again, I don't do many epoxy pours, especially on videos. So this is a first. So let's see what we're going to get out of it. Tape it down so it don't go nowhere and it don't float. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to start with my blue. I've already mixed it. It's been sitting for a little while. So let's get it started. I used rice to get an estimated amount. And what I did was I put the piece in, threw a little rice in, I kept moving things around. It came out to about 60 ounces. So I'm doing 48 ounces of the Caribbean blue, and I'll be doing the rest with extra in the pure white, just to have a little extra. And like I said, I want to have that kind of like an ocean wavy look to it, as long as I don't spill it too awful bad. And I know that when it heats up a little bit more, it'll get around and move and fill up the old holes in the cracks. I think my measurements were pretty darn good, but we're going to be, might be cutting it a little close here. If not, I can always mix up some more. No biggie. I'm not wasting too much space on the sides. And I'm also not using the good epoxy, the Total Boat. I'm actually using what you would get at the craft stores, a food safe version. I've had a lot of luck with it, even with deeper pours. So I'm not completely too worried about it. I've had, like I said, I've had okay luck with it. I'm not scared of it. So let's keep using it. Yeah. I might need to make some more blue. Yeah, rice may not have been the best way. I probably could have used water and put the piece wrapped tightly in a bag and did a water displacement. I should have done it that way now that I think about it. Yeah, I probably should have done it that way. And I don't have a pressure pot either, so this is going to be, I'm probably going to have a lot of air bubbles, but I've been fortunate before. Let's just hope I can be fortunate again. If not, I wasted probably $100 of epoxy. Not 100, a little bit less because I didn't use all of it. About 60. Okay, I'm finishing up the pour now. I made an extra 16 ounces of the blue, which may be way too much, and I really think it is, because I'm getting close to the top. So I've added some white to it. I'm going to throw a little bit more blue in around the edges and finish it off. between the two, and then I'll take a popsicle stick and send it around it a couple times to kind of like mix little wavy things down into the epoxy. Good day, everybody. We're back with our black cherry epoxy resin bowl. I've got a sacrificial glue block put on here. I do need to touch it up when it wasn't exactly centered, so I'm going to touch that up real quick on the back while it's curing. I've got it glued on the inside here and around the edge, and I've been using a Gorilla hot glue. For me, it's worked well in other projects, so let's go ahead and straighten this tenon up. Then I added more resin across the top. I'm going to go ahead and clean that up, and then we'll flip it around. Okay, everybody, it's time for some sanding. I'm going to get these dust collectors on and we'll be ready to roll. Now we have denatured alcohol, blow out every little hole that I could with the air, and now it's time to do some sanding sealer. So let's see what we're going to get with sanding sealer. I went down to here with the sanding, as you can see, and when I finish off the tenon, I'll do the sanding by hand for that. So let's see what we're looking at. Let's see, you can probably see this better. Yep, I think this is going to turn out okay. Oh yeah. We even have a little bit of a difference when the white and the blue match like the ocean stuff. Alright, we'll let that dry off, flip it around, and I'll bring you back when we get into hollowing. We've got it flipped over now, and we're going to work on flattening the face off. I'm going to keep the tailstock up on it as long as I can because I do have a glue block on the back. I want it to be as safe as possible. But let's get this flattened down and see what we do from there. We're about 760 right now. Now that looks better. I think our white epoxy, even though it's been 2 days, it feels like it's not all the way solid. Alright, I'll keep it wide for now. Just for now. I'm gonna go a little bit thinner because right now we're sitting at 1/2 inch, 14 mil, something like that. I like that thickness. It's probably a 1/2 inch. I mean, no, not a 1/2 inch. Yeah. No. Oh, almost a 1/4 inch. A little bit larger than a 1/4 inch. I think I'm okay with that. All right. Yeah, we're hitting more and more blue now. All right. Let's keep digging. Hey, good thing we're still good. I just got to reattach. Woohoo! I'll bring you back when we're back up and running. Okay, we're back. I've got it back on, centered up the best I can. I am a little off, so we're going to go ahead and fix what has gotten messed up, and then we'll just have to resand and everything. So we should be good. It's just take a little extra time. right. I think this is going to finally work out. We got a little bit of a dent there. We'll fix it. Yeah, minus this tear out right here, this is actually looking really good. Let me grab my small spindle gouge. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sand. I'm going to have to start with 60, so I'll bring you back when we get back on the inside. Okay, we're back finally. The outside is back to where it needs to be, and it actually looks a little bit better, I believe. So now I'm going to stay with carbide, touch up the rim. The inside still looks good, and then I'm going to keep this on and just use the carbide as long as I can down in here. Let's see what we can do. I've just got so many different types of wood. I've got heartwood, sapwood, I've got bark inclusions, I've got a knot, and I've got this little portion here. It's almost like a burl. It's just tight and hard. Alright, that is starting to come around nicely. Oh, we got some separation because I'm getting lower down in here. I'm going to have to fix this from where that bark inclusion is right here. Yep, good thing I've got some sanding sealer on the outside. Oh, here we go. Extra so it holds. Alright, just a little bit more here, and then we can get into sanding. Right there. Yeah, we're good to sand. I'm going to set everything up and be back. Okay. I wouldn't say that this was the easiest bowl to make. We've had a lot of boo-boos and we've had some flying wheels, but we're sanded to 600 now on the inside and outside, and denatured alcohol, and now it's time to put sanding sealer on. Right down the middle looks nice. Yeah, we'll do a light sand when this dries off and we should be good. Ha ha! Look at that. Alright, bring you back when we're putting on the shiny stuff. As you can see, we're back and I have it on lathe. I wasn't taking a chance. I started to try to pull on it a little bit and it was loosening up the glue pretty good, but not enough for it to pop off for me. So I didn't feel safe enough to do it without breaking the bowl. So I'm going to do it this way and probably still break it. We'll see. Let's see what we're looking at. There we go. Now we just got to sand and get the rest of that off. So I'll handle that and I'll bring you back when we're putting on the shiny stuff. We've got it sanded on the bottom. Everything's all cleaned up. We went to 240 on the bottom. I'm going to get my signature on here. Type of wood. And it is a decor piece. Since it's a larger bowl, I will use a 2-inch chip brush. Typically what I'll do is I'll use just a cloth and do it that way, but I'm not sure how well you can see it, but straight poly is turning out pretty darn nice on it. Right there on that epoxy too. I'll get the bottom last. Well, I'll probably get the bottom at another time after all the rest of it dries. Right now I'm just going to focus on the edges and then on the inside. And I did wipe it down with denatured alcohol afterwards. This is just the first coat. I'm probably going to do more. Definitely more, actually. Keeping it sideways just so y'all can see it, because typically I would be setting it on its, I'd be holding it a little higher. And this is just regular old polyurethane, nothing crazy about it. Minwax, I think it was Minwax, but it's just semi-gloss. Again, that's just what I use. Probably could have done an abrasive paste and a waxing on it too. Just kept the tenon on until I was done. So we've made it all the way around. Now I'm going to work on the inside. Yeah, I think it's going to turn out nice once this stuff dries. Now we've got all this bark on the inside from the inclusion. It's going to soak up, even with that sanding sealer on it, it's still going to soak up more polyurethane than the rest of it would. I will be sanding it in between coats, so if I got air bubbles right now, I'm okay with it. It's not an epoxy finish. And I've got 2 other bowls to do that are yarn bowls for tamarack, so I'll be doing those 2. I'll just turn you off for that. Okay, I got a pretty good coat all the way around now. Alright. I'll bring you back when we get the beauty shots.